Testing 1 2 1 2. How do you do? What's going on, everybody? Those that are in the chat and those that are watching after the stream. It's your boy Elijah here with Fantasy Blitz. You know what we do? We give the best fantasy football advice out there in the entire world. The entire world, that is. Yes, it is a big place, but it's not too big. All right, we're good to go. As you can tell, it looks a little different, you know? Ow. Oh, my gosh. The green lights. The camera looks a whole lot better. The lights are, like, a whole lot better, nicer. But that's because of Hit Network also doing another stream. And they're, again, still letting me do this. So I really do appreciate them, as always. They're doing some Southern Pickleball thing. Hopefully I can get that link and post it in the bio so that y'all can check it out, too. I just started playing pickleball, like 2 months ago. I've on and off, like not a lot, but it's really fun. And it's been taking over the nation. But y'all should definitely go check that out. But yeah, here we are. It's going to be a quick little stream today. I know I said I was done with mock drafts, but I have a little scenario that I want to put y'all in because I'm in this scenario for one of my leagues. I'm stuck. I'm not entirely stuck, but I'm kind of stuck. It's a little tough, but here we are. The chat's going nuts. We got 2 comments. Ryan G. What up, Eli? What's up, Ryan? Hayden Hammond says, looking good this afternoon. I can't even see you right now, but you're looking good. Oh, let's just get right into it. Peep the shirt. All right? FB. Fancy Blitz. Nothing else. Look at this. Hold on. I'm about to shout him out, too. Just look at this. Isn't that nuts? I can't really show it, but, like, look. Look at that. It says, what are you doing? Subscribe to Fantasy Blitz. And it's got your boy on the back. And that T-shirt came from the one and only Robust When Unarmed. Got another one of their T-shirts right here. It's pretty cool, man. Shout out to Troy. Go check him out on Instagram. Just type in Robust When Unarmed. It'll pop up. Look at this. Got the question marks on the back. Okay. Then you got the front. Isn't that tough? That's some tough stuff, man. I'm loving it. But yeah, here we are. Here we are, and we're going to just get right into it. Gotta love the T-shirt. It feels fresh, man. Right before football season, right before real drafts start to take place. Because I'd still believe if you're drafting during preseason, like beginning of preseason, you need to stop. Injuries happen, man. People suck. It prevents a lot, all right? So let's just get right into it. It's a little bit of a new setup, too, so bear with me. I know I mess up every time, but this one actually is kind of different. Because I can only do screens, and you cannot see me if I do screens and cam. So I have to do like a certain one. So here we are. Ryan G says, dope shirt. Got to go cop one. Robust When Unarmed on Instagram. Go get him. Shout out Troy for real. Big Baby Gucci last night was kind of a disappointment, but it was fun. It was kind of fun. All right, I'm yapping too much. We got to get into this. So, topics for today, obviously, NFL news and tips and tricks for the draft and season. So, basically, it's just tips and tricks in the sense of, like, what should I look out for during the season. The draft, I'm going to do a mock real quick to show y'all what kind of scenario that you could be put in. Because not a lot of people are going to get Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey. You're going to be like me, and you're going to be in the later round or in the back end, and you're going to have to draft Garrett Wilson or Saquon Barkley or Jonathan Taylor as your first pick. Nightmare situation. But we can resolve that, all right? Especially in those snake drafts. So let's get into the NFL news real quick. Jahan Dotson trades to the Eagles for picks in the future. So it looks like there's a couple of the third-round picks from the Commanders, and then the Eagles threw in, I think, a 5th or 7th-round pick. I didn't get the whole detail. But then we got Falcons give A.J. Terrell a 4-year, $81 million extension. It is so funny to me because a lot of people, they weren't doubting him entirely, but they're like, why should we even give this guy a contract? He's only got like 4 picks with us, blah, blah, blah. But here we are. He's a physical corner. The guy he's a ball hawk, all right? He gets to the ball, whether it's a PBU or just like the ball gets caught and he gets on the wide receiver no matter what. Because wide receivers, they burn, all right? Cade York, kicker news. What in the world? Traded from the Browns to the Commanders. Riley Patterson was released. That is insane. Cade York's a pretty solid kicker, but, like, kickers getting traded? What are we doing? Bo Nix named starter for the Broncos. Isn't that nuts? We live in a world where Bo Nix is the starter for an NFL team. What in the world? Derrick Henry says he feels right at home with the Ravens offense. I love it. I think I don't usually put quotes in for news at all, but this one I kind of had to because his ADP is rising a little bit ever since the start, and it's just interesting that he would say he feels right at home. What does that mean? Does that mean he feels more comfortable in the plays he's giving him? Is he getting more touches? All of the above? I don't know. But fantastic news because he feels right at home. It's better than, it's taking some adjustment. No, he already feels right at home. We're not even we're 2 weeks away from the start of the season, especially for them. That game is going to be incredible. But yeah, let's check out the chat real quick, and then we'll get into that mock draft. Coin operator, sup, Eli and Angelo. Yo, what up? Coin says, sup, Eli, always there for us. Hey, when is the fantasy league draft? It will be next week. I have to. Okay, y'all got to go to the Twitter. All right, Adam runs the Twitter now. Y'all got to go to the Twitter. He's going to send y'all the link, okay? But if that doesn't happen, I'm going to post, if we need some slots filled, I'm going to post it on the YouTube community post, and then y'all can join from there. It's just a link, ESPN. Click it, join league, boom, you're in. But it'll be next week. It'll be at 4 o'clock, all right? It's going to have to be at 4 because these guys usually do it at 5, like the little pickleball thing. So it's going to have to be at 4. Pretty strict timing, maybe like 4:05. I'm thinking about doing 60-second drafting because it's going to, we got to be kind of quick. But also, you don't need 90 seconds to think about who you want to pick, all right? You got to be quick. Angelo says, hopefully McLaren stock rises. My thoughts exactly. What up, Chile? What's up, man? Chilling, man. I love it. Angelo, yeah, it's cool. Good little community. I love it. All right, let's get into this mock draft thing. So this is what I want to show y'all. This is just tips and tricks for the mock draft. I am personally very excited to show y'all what I've been going through. All right, because I've been going through a lot of decision making, and I don't know where to go. All right, so here's what I got on my screen. Excuse me. Let me zoom in because I think y'all can barely see that. I can't even see because there's a camera in front of me, but that's all right. That is okay. All right, so you can't really see 10 or 11 and 12. I don't know how to fix that, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll follow. We're just going to go ahead and hit start draft. Are you sure you want to start? Yes. Don't make it weird. All right, and usually these mock drafts are really weird. All right, they're really weird. Okay, so I'm not taking St. Brown over CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. There's just no way. All right, here's the situation I'm getting put in. This is perfect. This is really, really good. I won't be yapping for each round. Mainly the first 3 rounds I want to look at. Garrett Wilson, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to nail usually down to 3 guys that I'm thinking about in the sense of who do I want to pick from. All right, especially the first round. If you're top 5, don't think about too much. But in the 10, 11, 12, even 9 spot, you do have to do some thinking. I personally, I'm going to go with Saquon just because I feel more comfortable with him in there. Okay, I'm feeling more comfortable with him being my go-to in my first round pick. Because then we get to the second round, and now this is where it gets really tricky. Wide receiver, running back. So wide receiver, they have Marvin Harrison. A lot of places, especially ESPN and Sleeper, have Marvin Harrison's ADP huge or really high. Not a fan, all right? It's just because it's weird to me that he's a rookie, not even proven. He's higher than Puka. Why? Why is that? Because of potential? Maybe. I don't know. So I'm definitely going to skip out on him. So now I got to look at Puka, Devontae, Drake London. You got to think about, all right, if I'm in the back end, I'm not going to be picking for at least, 18 picks or so, or 19 picks, whatever it may be. You got to think, all right, a lot of these guys are going to be gone. So let's look at the running backs. Do I want to pair up Saquon with Travis, Derrick Henry? I'm not doing Devon or Josh Jacobs. I think I could get Josh Jacobs later in the next round if some guys want to take the next one. Of course, these are bots, so you never know. I can't even see the timer on my screen, so I don't know if I have to make a decision soon. But for the sake of, what's going on, I'll take Derrick Henry. Okay, so now I have 2 studs in Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley. I don't love it entirely. Let me just show y'all. I don't love it. All right. I'm not a big fan. I'm just going to put down there. I'm not a big fan of those two guys. If it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, sure, absolutely. But they're a little bit older, and I'm not too sure what's going on for each guy. Both have new teams, but great athleticism. Okay, third round, we have Nico. These are wide receiver options. I got to get a wide receiver. I have to get, I have to get 2 wide receivers in these next 4 picks, which is great because, can't see them, the next ones are 11, 12, 12, 11, and then me. So I'm guaranteed to at least get 2 of these guys or 2 of these 5. I'm liking DK down there. I'm not a huge fan, honestly, of Nico Collins with Stephon Diggs in there, but I'm more of a fan of Jalen Waddle being in there. Oh, man, I don't know, actually. See, this is where it gets tough. I think I'll just go Nico, actually. I'll go Nico Collins. I think that Stephon Diggs thing might not work out. But the thing is, it comes back right to me. I wish I could see what happened over here. But just can't. So now I got DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman, or DK Metcalf. I think that's solid for a wide receiver too, okay? That's not bad at all. Also, there's not a lot of the times in your human drafts that you'll be drafting Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts all in the 3rd round. Please don't do that. Get your studs. That's why I'm able to get some of these guys. I'm not taking DJ Moore. I don't like the wide receiver room. I know he's a stud, but Odunze, Keenan Allen are both in there, and just seems too crowded. And then Cooper Kupp, injuries. I know it's scary, but like Puka seems to be that guy. And I'm not saying injuries as in like I want to stay away from him, but injuries as in, well, you're not even the number 1 guy anymore, and you get hurt sometimes, and you have a great running back now. So I'm gonna stay away from Cooper Kupp this year. But if he falls in a good round, I'll take him. Michael Pittman or DK Metcalf. Now, what stinks is I would probably lose one of those guys, yeah, no matter what. I'm probably going to run with Michael Pittman. I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to go with Pittman. But here's the thing. Now we have Saquon, Henry, Nico Collins, and Michael Pittman. And this is where I'm going to end this draft because I got to look over at the chat. And I can't even see the dadgum screen. Alright, let's just do that. We're going to exit out of that. Let's check out the chat real quick. Just one question. Do you like Sleeper more than ESPN Fantasy? Hayden says, I don't know. I really don't know. I like Sleeper's format a whole lot better. No, not format. It's more like Discord. I find it weird. But Sleeper takes it more seriously, and it's just like a more fun app. ESPN, I'm old-fashioned, so ESPN's probably my go-to, just because I know how to work it more. But the league manager tools on ESPN absolutely sucks. All right, I'm putting it out there. It's terrible. They got a little bit better this year. You can do mock drafts now, but it's bad. It's really bad. Quick little Yerba break. Today's flavor is Tropical Uprising. Yerba, sponsor me, please. All right, let's get back into it because I want to show y'all the next kind of scenario that you could be put in. How do I get that? Okay. So I'm going to go to the 10th pick. I claim that one. Start. Okay. McCaffrey, Hill, Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Jefferson, St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Breece Hall, Bijan. All right. Again, this is good because a lot of the drafts... A lot of the mock drafts, especially if you're going against bots, they'll just take some weird guys. Like they'll take Saquon at 4. So you got to make sure it's like kind of realistic. That's more of a realistic first 10 picks or first 9 picks or so. So let's zoom in. All right. So now we're stuck with Garrett Wilson, Saquon Barkley, again, Jahmyr Gibbs. I hate this a lot. I really don't like 10 or 11 or 12. So last time I took Saquon, so this time I'm going to take Garrett Wilson. Now we're going to wait until what pops up. So Saquon's still on the board. If Saquon's still there, I'm going to take him. Okay. I need to see who they took. What in the world? Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I don't like that. Okay, Marvin Harrison and then Devontae Adams after. I like that. I like that a lot. We'll zoom back in just for y'all. I like that a lot, like the situation we're put in, because now I can get Saquon or Kyron Williams. Personally, I'm feeling Saquon, so we're going to get him. He's a better proven back. Ryan says sleeper over fantasy. Honestly, I kind of agree. It's not terrible. 9 and 10 suck. I'm cool with 11 or 12 most of the time because of the stack. Yeah, no, because you can stack those guys. You don't really have a lot of pressure on, well, I'm going to miss out on this guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can get whoever, 2 players, 3 players, two players in a span of 3 or 4, whoever you want, really. Okay, so let's see. DEEBO is taken off the board. That stinks. I really want him this year. Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, Mahomes, not looking at any of that crap. Pacheco, Jacobs, Laporta in the third. Okay, see, this is what's crazy. Are you kidding me? Travis Kelce and Laporta in the first 2 rounds, or first 3 rounds. That is ridiculous. That is just stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not taking Lamar. He's my boy, but no way. Okay, so now I'm stuck with wide receiver, running back, and that's it. This is what I was thinking about earlier today at work. I was just like, all right, should I go with 3 wide receivers in the first 4 rounds and have a crazy flex, and then my running back 2 be kind of sucky? So let's give that one a try. Jalen Waddle, because remember, this one I can get like kind of back-to-back in a way. Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman. This time I'm going to go with Jalen Waddle. So now I've got pretty solid wide receivers in Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle. Now I can get Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, or Malik Neighbors. I don't like any of those guys except, honestly, DK Metcalf. I like him in the 4th. It's not bad. So now this is where the gamble comes into play. Big time. The remaining running backs are Rachaad White, James Cook, Joe Mixon, and Alvin Kamara. Not incredible, okay? Because I have to take one of those guys, or I could take a potential great flex in wide receiver with Kupp, Metcalf, Neighbors, or Devontae. Not a huge fan of Neighbors because of the rookie, and Daniel Jones is his quarterback. See, it's tough. But I don't want to use my 4th round pick on James Cook when I could get a solid running back in. Oh, yeah, I might have to. Yep. All right, so after looking at Rachaad White, James Cook, Joe Mixon, and Alvin Kamara, I'm going to have to take one of these guys because I'm looking down the road. Jones, Swift, I don't want any of those guys. So I'll take – man. All right, I'll take Rachaad White. I like the Bucs this year because Baker finally found like a good home. I think it's solid enough at least. And Rachaad White could definitely get fed the rock as much as he did last year. He's great in the pass game too. It's not really that bad. All right, let's scroll down. Kincaid, Kittle is taken. We'll go a little bit deeper in this one. So now I have my team with Wilson, Saquon, Waddle, and Rachaad White. I'm thinking about my flex. If you're in this situation, in the sense of like the 10th or 11th or 12th pick, get your flex as a wide receiver. Those running backs are gone pretty quickly. Like, let's look at these right here. These are tough. Aaron Jones, James Conner, David Montgomery, Ramondre. I don't want any of those guys to be my actual flex. Because right now I'm buying my flex. I don't want Najee. Tony Pollard would be like a good steal. But look at that ADP. 76. All right. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th available running back isn't supposed to go until 2 rounds. So I'm going to stay away from that. And I'm going to look at the wide receivers. I got Pickens, Amari Cooper, T. Higgins, and Keenan Allen. Don't like any of the Bears receivers just because of the room, like I said. Pickens, again, not a huge fan just because of quarterback play, but he still could ball. And then we got T. Higgins or Amari Cooper. Personally, I like Amari Cooper better in this one. More proven player and more consistent, I would say. And his bombs last year were crazy, so we're going to go with Cooper. So now we got our flex taken in Amari Cooper. That's a pretty solid 3-receiver core in Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper. And the thing is, my running backs aren't great, but I could use one of my great or good-ish wide receivers to capitalize on that. And if I took George Pickens, he's still here. So I thought it would have been more of a waste. Now we can debate on tight end or quarterback because now we're in the 6th round, and I think you can start shopping around then. Personally, I don't want Brock Purdy, anyone down from Brock Purdy except Tua. I don't want Jared Goff. I don't want Jaden Daniels, Herbert as my starting quarterback. Tight end, Evan Ingram, Brock Bowers. I can afford that. I can definitely afford one of these guys being there. So for quarterback, I'm thinking, is Kyler Murray going to suck this year? That's what's most important. Is he going to be bad? I don't know, but we're going to have to find out eventually. I'll go with Dak, and then I'll do one more just to get that tight end in there, just to see if we waited long enough. See, no tight ends taken yet. Don't waste your tight ends on earlier in the rounds if you don't feel like it's going to work out. Because I've already got some good PPR guys in there, and I don't need to. Especially if my flex is a wide receiver. Let me just put this on. If my flex is a wide receiver, all right, so we missed out on Bowers and Ingram. Again, if my flex is a wide receiver, I'm not going to go shopping for a tight end early on, all right? I'm going to be looking to get them later in the rounds. Like right now, the available tight ends are David Njoku, who had a great year last year, Jake Ferguson, who was amazing in the red zone, and Dallas Goedert, who's been pretty good all year. And then Dalton Schultz, who I think is huge. Don't know why his ADP is 106, but that's the thing, is I could wait. I could wait all till the 10th round. Excuse me, I just clicked this out. I can wait all the way to the 10th round to get a guy like Dalton Schultz, who is a great red zone target for CJ Stroud. And he honestly is projected not terrible for points. So I could go shopping anywhere. I don't like Zamir White at all. I mean, I do like him, but in the 8th round, no thank you. I'd rather get like a guy like Calvin Ridley. Let's see. Okay, where are we at for the likes? 4 likes. Hey, if we can get everyone to like in here, that'd be great. Appreciate y'all, for real. I got to pick soon. Let's get a tight end just to show. David Njoku. I like him out of all those guys. But the thing is now, I should have thought about that. I got Cooper and David Njoku. Don't do that. That was a goof. Don't do what I just did. All right. All right, we're going to end it here after this pick and go on to the tips for the regular season. What time is it? 4:31? We can honestly finish this one out real quick. Well, yeah, 13 rounds. Yeah, we'll just do that. I need a good wide receiver, good third running back. All right. Javonte Williams, Zach Moss, Austin Eckler. I don't feel good on the Nick Chubb just because I'm already lacking in running backs. So I'll go with the starter. Okay, I'll go with Javonte, especially since Bo Nix was announced starting quarterback. Not that I don't think he's going to be terrible. I kind of think he will be terrible. But it would be great to have a running back with a potentially terrible quarterback because then all the touches will go to him. Jalen Warren gone in the 9th. What a world we live in. That is crazy. Okay. Now that I got 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, I can kind of just shop around wherever I want. All my check marks are good. There's no defense in this draft, I just realized, but that's okay. I'm pretty big on Cortland Sutton, but again, like I just said, Bo Nix, we'll see. This is a tough, oh man, look at these names. 12-man ain't no joke. Williams, Sutton, Samuel, Dobbs. Wow, that's really bad. Let's look at the running backs. Tajay Spears, Brian Robinson, Trey Benson. I'm not a huge fan of any of those guys, too. And I'm not going to waste my pick with a backup quarterback that I can just get some of these guys later in the double-digit rounds, like 11 and 12. So we'll go Jameson. I'm huge on him in Dynasty. If you got Dynasty, get him. He's going to be great regardless. All right. Now we can shop. Any good backup tight ends? See, I can still get one of these guys. And honestly, I might just take Dalton Schultz. That might be pretty fun. Oh, I like Trey Benson a lot. Chase Brown. This guy can be great. I think I'm going to try to save him for the 11th. So I'll save my running back pick. I'll go with a wide receiver. No, I'll go backup tight end. I'll go Schultz. Yeah, because I feel like he'd be pretty gone soon. Yeah, if I didn't go Schultz, that other guy could have gone Goddard. Or other guy. He's a bot. He doesn't exist. Why was I thinking he could take... Trey Benson's gone. Chase Brown's gone. See, you can't be... Oh, my gosh. Can't be gambling all the time, but you gotta. Justin Tucker in the... Okay, yeah, that's why mock drafts with computers are crazy. In the 11th round, Justin Tucker. And then Evan McPherson. Good gravy. All right, let me take a sip of this yerb. Okay. So I missed out on my running back. I don't like any of these guys except J.K. Dobbins. Because I think he's bouncing back from the ACL injury. But I think the Chargers will have something going well with him and Gus Edwards. Neither guy will get too tired. And what did we see in Michigan? All right, with Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards. Jim Harbaugh likes to rotate those guys out and give them meaningful plays, not just 3rd and 2, like go get us like 3 yards and get them out. When Jim Harbaugh sees the talent difference, he's going to, of course, not saying You'll see it, Jim Harbaugh. You'll see it from me. But he's going to see that or has already seen that, and I guarantee you he's going to give those guys rotations. That's why Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins, their ADP is so high or so close to each other because it's kind of hard to tell who's going to take over that main role. I think Gus Edwards has the higher one, but J.K. Dobbins has the higher projected points. Gus might just have more potential in touchdowns, but I think J.K. Dobbins definitely has more potential in points per reception and just plays in general. Let's get a pick in real quick because I've been yapping. I'll go J.K. Okay, well, that's him. That's J.K. Dobbins for all that didn't know. And I don't care about the ADP being 155. I'm not going to take any of these guys, all right? They're all gone. And also, I get this next pick. Who did I miss out on? Please tell me. I missed out on... Yeah, I missed out on Butker, Adani, which that one kind of sucks. Judy, and Khalil Shakir. I'm good. I think I did okay. That's more like a sleeper pick. No pun intended. All right, so now I got 2 rounds left. I can get my backup here. I'm pretty big on the Kirk Cousins being a good backup this year. Aaron Rodgers, love him. That's my guy. But on my actual fantasy team, it makes me nervous. I'm not taking a kicker for the sake of a mock draft. Let's get one more wide receiver. Mike Williams is gone. I was just about to say he could be good. Oh, man. Oh, this is terrible. Gabe Davis could be good on the Jags, but not a huge fan. We'll go with we'll go kicker. Whatever, man. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but Jason Sanders plays in Miami. The foreshadowing to what I'm about to talk about. For what I'm about to talk about, I should clarify. All right, there we go. That's the team. Convert to league. Oh no, thank you. All right, guys, that was the draft. I wanted to show y'all what the first 3 rounds would kind of look like if you're in those back ends, and what I wanted y'all to take away is get whoever you think will benefit you in the later rounds in second and third round, in your first round. So, like Saquon, if I get him in the first round, I already got my stud running back. Maybe I should go with a good wide receiver in the next 2. Or if Kyron Williams is available in the next round, if you really want to take a gamble and get 2 solid-ish running backs, go with them. But if you take Garrett Wilson, it would probably be smart to get him, good wide receiver, and then the next round, Kyron Williams, because I guarantee he's probably going to be there. And then after that, get round 3 wide receiver, round 4 wide receiver, because those running backs this year, the running backs this year are terrible. After doing so many mock drafts, I've noticed that it's really hard. So let's get back into real quick. Sorry, I'm looking away from this camera. Okay, real quick, talk about some tips and tricks. Not for the draft, but we went through the mock. Whoops. So now in-season tips and tricks. All right. So starting off, number 1, pay attention at least every Wednesday and Sunday morning. Wednesday, I would say, just because of the waiver wire, it usually opens up. I would also include Tuesday because that's when it opens up and you can start putting in like waiver claims. And if you never played fantasy before, you basically have to put in a claim for this guy, and then there's a draft order or a waiver order. So if you're in the 7th order and the guy that wants him also is the number 1 pick, he will get the guy ahead of you. It just depends on every week. I think it's by like record. But Wednesday and Sunday morning are most crucial because, well, you have the Thursday night game too, but then you can see who's playing Thursday. Usually the Wednesday reports kind of come out, but you do need to look at the injuries and if that guy's banged up or not. Let's go on to the next one. 2, the waiver wire is your friend. All right, you need to look at that because you're not going to be using every single guy, so you will have to drop a potential player or 2 almost every week, and you're going to have to rotate some guys out because guys get hurt on the actual team, and then they have to step up, and then you're going to be like, who is this running back 3 for the Rams? Blake Corum? Oh, okay, I'll take him. Or on the Bengals or whoever. So you got to look out for those guys. And number 3, look at who your opponent has. Something I've always liked, and I've learned this from the show The League, is if you're playing a guy that has a quarterback on the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. And, well, let's not use him because Harrison Butker. We can use, like, golly, who is the a 49ers kicker? So if you're playing a guy that has Brock Purdy, see if Jake Moody is on the waiver wire. Claim him, start him as your kicker, because anytime Brock Purdy scores or gets in the end zone or drives down the field, you can chop off some of those points by getting an extra point or a field goal because they're on the same team. So just look at who they have. Kind of be strategic with it. Let's move on. Ooh, weather matters. All right, the weather matters, and I was going to put sometimes. It wasn't going to fit. Weather matters sometimes. Sometimes. All right, if it's raining and pouring down rain and it's snowing and whatnot, that's kind of a little redundant. But if it's bad weather, you need to look out for who is in the bad weather. My quarterback in bad weather, probably not a good idea. I think I'll take my backup who has a harder matchup, but in better weather, just because, man, I don't care who you're playing. In bad snow or in bad rain, it's not going to be pretty, okay? It's going to be really hard to get some good plays in, and big plays, you know? So weather matters sometimes. And the last one, do not give up. Oh, my gosh. Not trying to sound like inspirational or whatever, but don't give up. I've seen a lot of guys my years of playing fantasy football that were like 0-4, and they just gave up. And then they end up finishing like 1-14 or just something terrible. But then I've seen some guys that are, 2-5. They make some quick trades, all right, or whatever record before that. Make some quick trades, and then they end up making the playoffs. They lose in the playoffs sometimes, but that happens. You made the playoffs. Do not give up. It's a fun thing. Fantasy football is supposed to be fun. Make it fun. This is your team. Have fun with it. You're the owner. You're the coach. Like, you're everything, pretty much. You're the cheerleaders. So you got to try your hardest to just make it fun. Don't give up. Like, it's just not fun. No one likes a league where, like, no one cares or they just, like, are not paying attention. Like, I've been asked so many times to join a league, and I know it sounds so arrogant, but, like, I truly have been at work and wherever I am, and I always ask, like, is it active? Like, are these guys actually going to be playing in there? Yes. Well, kind of. No, I need them to be playing. I need to have an opponent that stacks up their team every week. A nice win is nice, but no, give me that. I need someone competitive. But yeah, that's it for the show today. I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, I'm gonna just put it in the chat if I can pull up this. Whoa, what did I do here? Okay, not bad. Let's go. Next week, fantasy draft at 4. We'll make it, if we can somehow make it like 4:05. It'll be a randomized order. Okay, go to the Twitter page. Go to the Twitter page. DM us saying I want in. Adam's gonna DM you the link. Boom. If you already signed up for ESPN, you should get right in. Easy money. But yeah, it's going to be lit. 10 teams. We've already got 4 in there, so I think 6 spots are open. Or 5 spots. I think 5. Pretty sure it's 5, yeah. But yeah, that's it for the show. I appreciate you guys as always. Y'all absolutely rock. Man, let's have another great season. By this time next week, we'll have our teams done, pretty much. All right, y'all the best. God bless. Be kind, and peace. Oh, y'all got to get the merch, too. Robust One Unarmed on Instagram.